You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good free flag Friday morning to you, Dan.
Yeah, Gonna give the flag away. What? I'm good. What? Yeah. What'd you hear? Why? What?
Just saying good morning.
Oh, hey, why don't you maybe stay out of my business there, John?
What do you have for us today,
Holy
Dan?
moly, it's National Pets for Vets Day.
Oh, very nice.
This all goes back to the years ago. Somebody brought a big old Labrador to a VA, and it just kind of started the whole thing.
Everybody got better.
Well, and a bunch of the vets were going, hey, can I take this dog home? I really like this dog.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. It could be
Major improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, and so nationally speaking, and I guess this is a thing on this day, it's kind of cool. You walk into, say, like, a dog rescue place, humane society, whatever the case may be, lay down a little dough and go, hey, next vet that comes in, I got this, man. I'm paying for their adoption.
Oh, I've never thought about doing that before. I love that.
Pets for Vets. Or just drop off food donations to shelter or whatever.
I encourage you to do this
we
through
should
Big
do
Paws
that.
Canine.
Big Paws Canine
If you
Foundation.
reach out to them, say, hey, I'd like to pay for the next vet that needs a service animal.
Yeah, kind of.
Today would be the day. A business
kind of a
could sponsor that.
Business could sponsor that.
That'd be awesome. Reach out to Gail.
Get right on that. Whoa! I have completely lost my place.
Oh, sorry.
Which is fine. What do I do? Birthdays next?
I think so.
What happens?
I don't really pay attention.
It's definitely not stuff Dan finds interesting.
Celebrity birthdays?
Heidi's found that out the hard way a few times.
Yeah, no kidding.
Drifting in and out of consciousness during this break.
Princess Leia would have been 66 today.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
The best movie she was in was a little movie called
The
The
Burbs.
Oh, yeah, you guys are big fans of that.
Way better than that Star Wars thing.
Love it.
Okay. I thought she was kind of funny in Blues Brothers, too.
Oh, yeah. She's
They're in that tunnel, and she's trying to take out John Belushi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
she's a very talented actress, but she's, by most people, known as Princess Leia.
Just Princess Leia, yeah.
But she's...
the Star Wars thing was kind of a big deal.
It was a very big deal.
It caught on, sold some lunch boxes and stuff. But.
And how does this even happen? Well, only in America, ladies and gentlemen. Kim Kardashian. And when I say, how does this happen, for some reason I dialed up her current net worth.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian has a net worth of $1.8 billion.
What?
That's $1.8 billion more than I have.
She's
a lot of dollars.
42 years old today.
No kidding? I thought she was older than that.
Nope, she's just 42.
Oh.
I don't think she'd like to hear that.
Well, I didn't mean that. I was not trying to be rude. I mean, she's just been
all
in the public
that money
eye.
she spends on makeup.
Would you stop? I was not trying to be rude.
I don't think it's important
She's been in the
because
public eye for a long time, so I don't know why I thought she was like.
my guess is she's not tuned in this morning. I wouldn't
Probably.
worry about a job.
And if you are, Kim, I apologize. I did not mean any
So again,
negativity towards you.
Kim just got kind of famous for being famous. Well, it was a Raunchy tape, right? That kind of launched her deal.
Well, I think it was Keeping Up with Kardashians.
Yeah, they had that reality show.
Yeah, but that didn't come to fruition until.
Oh, was it after?
Oh,
the tape?
really? That was after.
And her father, of course, heavily involved in the O.J. Simpson trial. That's how the name got out there nationally. And one thing led to another. So happy 42 there, Kim. And I believe, if my research is correct, her butt is 5.
I don't understand that either, where people are trying to make that part of their body bigger.
Right.
I'd like to make mine smaller.
Gets bigger naturally, and I wish it would not.
And speaking about who's making bank, Judy Scheindlin.
Yeah, Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Oh, I didn't know that was her real
the Judge
name.
Judy thing ran for 25 seasons.
Yeah, she's got her own show, another one now.
Yeah, she's got a net worth of $460 million. Towards the end of that show, in syndication, she was hauling in about $47 million per year.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Working a total of about 52 days a year.
Hey, that sounds like
shoot
Dan.
That's a good gig if you can get it.
So, Judge Judy is 80 today.
Happy birthday, Judge Judy.
80 was 1892. Holy cow. 1892, this day. School kids stood up across the United States of America to observe Columbus Day by reciting, for the first time ever, the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, no kidding. 1982 is when that started?
It was 1892.
Oh, 1882.
Dyslexia, John. It affects many, many people.
That makes a lot more sense.
It does. Now, my question is this, because I guess I don't know this. Does it vary district to district, or is that still a thing across the board in this country? Do the kids still do that?
I think it's based on the local school board and if they were doing it. So
yeah, as I wasn't quite clear on that. I read that. I went,
we had to do it every morning.
Well, I know we sure did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I on this radio program, we do a little thing called the Good Morning Song at like 7 a.m. And when I lived in Iowa, I would play that on the radio there, also at 7 a.m. And there was a school, early school district. They would do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they would sing the Good Morning Song that they heard on the radio. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That was so cute.
Yeah, the principal called me. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know, this is what we do every day. I'm like, that's really cool.
That's adorable.
It is.
It was 1975. Hey, ladies, this one's for you. 1975 this day. U.S. Coast Guard Academy first allows women to enroll.
Oh, nice.
1975. Those ladies are still trying to parallel park a boat. Which is something a misogynist would say, not me.
Not you, of course.
Dan would never say that.
In 2021, the lead was flying. Actor, crazy person Alec Baldwin 1 year ago.
Is that a year?
Yeah,
Shoots,
holy
kills,
cow.
cinematographer. Elena Hutchins, wounds director Joel Souza. The set of a little film called Rust in New Mexico.
And they're just picking up where they left off.
It's going back into production,
Yeah.
but it looks like they're going to move it to California. I don't even know what that means or why they're even continuing to do this, but
He probably can't leave the country.
there you go. I don't know. It's just a weird deal. And
Actually, he was in Italy for most of the summer.
the story's still going on, but here's the thing. I know, and now you know, and we all know, and we can just forge ahead.
We will do that.
And
It
I
is-
found that interesting.
No,
Would
thanks.
you just early, Heidi? Early. It's later.
It's a random woman.
right.
Dun, dun, dun.
We will trudge ahead together. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. A friend of the show joining us right now, Mr. James Murr. You might know him as Murr from the Impractical Jokers. Murr, how you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you, buddy?
I am very good. I'm excited to chat with you because you got a book out, Area 51 Interns, Zoned Out #2, and you're going to be in the neighborhood tomorrow as well, right?
I am. So, Friday nights I'm performing in Northwood, Iowa at Diamond Joe Worth Casino. And then Saturday night I'm in Sioux City at the Hard Rock. I'm doing 2 shows, Murr Live. It's awesome. And it's the cool thing about my live comedy show is I actually get to play Impractical Jokers live at the end of every show.
Nice.
Meaning that I stick an earpiece in someone's ear, I send them out into the casino, we watch on screen, and they have to do and say what I tell them to.
I love it. That sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah, if you like tickets, go to murrlive.com, and we will gamble at the casinos afterwards. It's awesome.
That sounds like fun. Hey, if you need a place to stay, we got a sofa. You just come on over.
Yeah, if you got a futon, that'd be great. Okay.
I made that same offer it was like a month ago. You guys kicked him off the show, but the former Impractical Joker was in town, and he did not come and stay at our place. So
I will change that trend. I'm going to be there. So just leave the light on for me. Okay?
All right, sounds good. Now let's talk about Area 51 Interns because the first book came out and did really, really well, and you've got the second one out right now, and it just came out. Is that right?
Yeah, a day ago. It's a middle grade children's book series called Area 51 Interns. It's about a group of kids in high school who land a summer internship at Area 51, and every single book they've got to save the day. The first book they had to save the day from aliens that get loose. This book, all the mythical creatures in the Forbidden Zone get loose, and the kids have to save the day and save the world. And book 3 that comes out next year is about time travel. If you have kids, if you are a kid, if you know a kid, they will love this book. It's like funny, hysterical, action-packed, exciting read. And if you'd like an autographed copy of the book, you can go to area51novel.com, and I'll literally send it from my house to your house.
That is awesome. Now, this book, the series kind of reminds me a little bit of Goosebumps. And the cool thing is, R.L. Stine, author of Goosebumps, is a big fan of this series.
He's a dear friend, man. Yeah, his quote is on the top of the book. It's designed just like Goosebumps, for sure. The idea is that there will be many, many, many Area 51 books like coming out twice a year for years. And we're actually developing it as a live-action kids TV show right now.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know that. How has that been in the works for a while?
Yeah, we pitched it beginning of the year, and it got bought, and now we are literally writing the pilot episode as we speak.
That is fantastic. Congrats on that. I think that is very, very cool. And now, in addition to Area 51 interns, you've got other books available as well. Can they find all of those in the same place if they go to that same website?
No, I mean, if you want to find all my books, I've got like 7 adult thrillers out that are really exciting and action-packed and scary. And then I've got the kids' books out, too. You can go to JamesMurrayOfficial.com, and you'll see all my books.
Very nice. We'll throw a link to that to make that really easy to find. And then let's talk again about Sioux City, Iowa, Hard Rock Casino. What kind of show is Murr Live? What is it that they're going to experience if they show up and watch you on stage there?
It's a stand-up comedy show where almost anything can happen, because there's a lot of stories I'll tell from the TV show and from life and things like that. But then I show a lot of videos you can't see on TV, and then there's a fair amount of interaction and a fair amount of improv. We play some games with the audience where I might need a couple of volunteers. At the end of the show, I send somebody out into the casino, and and live on the spot, I play the TV show where I'm telling them what to say and do in the moment, inspired by what's going on. It is hysterically funny. It's like kind of hanging out with your best friend from TV for a night.
Absolutely. And Sioux City, Iowa, that's where you and I met the very first time. It was in a building that looks like an airplane hangar. It's like maybe 2 blocks or 3 blocks from the casino, but we had a chance to see.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And I got a photo of you pinching my butt from that place as well. So, I've got some blackmail if I need it.
Got it. I mean, you did pay me to do it.
Well, yeah, that's all I could afford was the $5. But I'm glad you were working for $5. So. Murr, thank you. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. Hopefully, we'll see you in Sioux City, and I'm going to throw a link for folks to find the book as well.
Thanks, bud. See you soon.
Again, James Murray, also known as Murr from the Impractical Jokers, his latest book, Area 51 Interns, Zoned Out #2. It's available now. I've got a link to that and all the information about the show at facebook.com/sunnyradio.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this free Flag Friday?
It's not just any flag. It's a beautiful Made in America flag. Compliments of Maximum Promotions on Northwest Avenue right here in Sioux Falls. It's a flag. It's 3x5 foot flag. It's the pole. It's the hardware. Everything you need to get that bad boy up and flying, which is nice. Cost you absolutely nothing if you've registered to win. And John and Heidi and a room full of nonpartisan people draw the winner every single week. And it looks like it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Ken Brannon.
All right, Ken.
Ken
Love
Brannon.
that guy.
You do.
He's a good guy.
Okay. Ken will get that certificate in the mail for you because you're going to need that to claim it. You can't just walk in and be all bossy and say, give me a flag.
Give me a flag, yeah.
Well,
it's
you
not going to work out for you.
Yeah, it doesn't typically work that way.
Papered, you got to be legit. Crime running rampant everywhere you look. And I've mentioned it before. Well, we're huge advocates, man. We support the blue. You got to back the blue. That's all there is to it. And I think the Sioux Falls Police Force is probably one of the best in the country.
Absolutely.
That's all there is to it. But things are going on. In case you don't know, we have about approximately around 280 officers patrolling Sioux Falls 24/7. They respond anywhere between 7,000 and 8,000 calls a month.
Oh, wow.
No, it's crazy.
A month.
It's crazy.
I remember watching a story the other day. Some guy meets some people in a parking lot for something high afternoon, ends up getting all stabby.
Yeah.
He gets all stabby, cops show up, whatever, and the guy doesn't want to even press charges, and he knows who the people were. It's like, you've just been stabbed multiple times, dude.
I know. That's terrible.
It's just...
I bet they were meeting up for something nefarious, and he can't have anybody finding out.
Ooh, good word.
Heidi's using big words today.
Nefarious.
They're being all nefarious.
Yeah.
Well, the FBI has just recently released their annual uniform crime report, which basically goes state by state, and like, where's all the crime action happening? This primarily has to do with violent crime, and it's been boiled down by another data collecting company to give us the most dangerous states in the country, based on violent crimes per 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Some of these may surprise you. You'd immediately think, Ryan, well, you got New York, you got California, you got... those aren't even in the top 15.
No kidding.
What?
Which is kind of weird. In
I
fact,
suppose per capita, yeah.
Yeah, because it's per capita, and that kind of messes up the curve a little bit.
Yeah, that's
a lot of crime happening there, but
areas,
there's a lot of people to offset it. So.
Okay, for instance, looking at the top 10, at number 10 is Oklahoma. South Carolina's at 9.
Oh, really?
This one surprised me. Number 8, Colorado.
That doesn't surprise me.
But you always kind of think Rocky Mountain High, it's just kind of mellow, a bunch of hippies laying around.
Not lately.
They're just skiing and passing the bong. Apparently not. Apparently not.
Apparently they're not passing on the bong.
Michigan's at number 7, followed by Missouri at number 6. Alaska's at number 5.
Wow, all those criminals on that island.
Yeah, not a huge... I know it, and they have nowhere to go because they're on
Usually
an island.
island life is so laid back and
You would think so,
relaxed.
but yeah, the island of Alaska is at number 5. Tennessee's at 4, followed by Alabama at 3. Arkansas is clocking in at number 2.
Wow.
And the number 1 high crime, most dangerous states, according to FBI report, is Louisiana.
Holy cow.
Jeez.
I know.
Well, that is where New Orleans is, so that, you know, you
that
think
probably...
Heidi had a guy visit New Orleans that got stabbed how many times?
35.
35 times. It's a lot of stabbing.
That's a lot.
He survived, thank goodness.
Okay, would you like to know that was the top 10?
Yeah.
Interesting enough, but nobody cares. Those aren't even listed. Clocking in at number 14, violent crimes per 100,000 people. Total violent crimes, 3,192 per 100,000 people is South Dakota.
Ooh.
Number 14.
Number 14.
Yeah.
We could do better.
Holy
We can do
cow.
far better. Everybody, just make a pledge to not stab anybody this month. Let's see if we can get,
South Dakota likes its knives.
Is that what it usually is stabbings?
A lot of stabbings. A lot of stabbings going on. And a lot of
don't do that.
a lot
Don't
of
stab
beatdowns.
nobody.
So, yeah, interesting stuff. But again, you have to consider what's the population because it's per 100,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's 3
But
people.
that means our little population is angry.
Yeah, let's just be nice to each other out there. Well, Dan, thank you for coming in. I found that interesting. Heidi?
I also found that interesting.
Did you?
Heidi's found everything interesting.
Heidi's playing Candy Crush. She's not even
I
listening.
know. I saw her computer screen. I did.
I can see the reflection of her screen over there. She's like, ooh.
No clue.
Every once in a while, she's like, yes. Like, well, that was a weird place to cheer during this conversation.
All right, it is Friday. Weather's breaking a little bit. We're looking at 70s through the weekend,
Thank
which is
goodness.
nice.
Yeah.
So you two crazy kids have a wonderful, prosperous, blessed weekend. I'll catch up with you on Monday.
Very good. And I'll stick around and wait for the experts to tell me about the weather. I don't know if I trust you, Dan.
I certainly wouldn't.
We do have Sean Cable, one of the expert meteorologists, joining us here in a bit. We'll get the forecast from him before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, October 21st, 2022. Equities went on a wild ride Thursday, first rebounding only to peak out midday on comments from the Fed. Fed President Harker made comments to the effect that inflation was not under control. The FOMC was still hiking rates, and the additional rate increases could be large. The market made an abrupt about-face on the news, confirming resistance at the short-term 30-day moving average for the third day in a row. If the market cannot break this trend, the odds of a pullback to 3,500 will grow to near certainty. The next FOMC meeting is less than 2 weeks away, and the CME FedWatch tool is pricing a near 100% chance for another historic 75 basis point interest rate hike. Between then and now, the PCE price index for September will be released, and it is likely to be a hot one. The takeaway now is that 75 basis point rate hikes could be on the table until inflation comes down to a manageable level. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.